My name's Ben Lang. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm a junior in the Georgetown College studying economics and German. And what I did this semester was working on responsible data and how we can best utilize that. But before I talk about the project that I worked on with my fellow Natalie Evans-Harris, I want to talk about a little why I got involved with the Beeck Center. So this past summer, I worked in Atlanta, my hometown, at a nonprofit that concentrated on the product of downtown Atlanta. This means the city leadership, this means business and economic development, but most importantly, this means social impact. And that really inspired me an interest to get involved in the social impact sphere. Combining that with my interest in numbers and problem solving, working with responsible data at the Beeck Center on social impact was the perfect opportunity for me to grow as a student and learner. But why is the Beeck Center getting involved with responsible data? To understand this, I want to tell you a story. Imagine you're a parent of a kid in the public school system, much like I was a kid in the public school system. You send your kid to school every day, imagining they'll go to school, go to recess, have lunch, make some friends, and hopefully learn a little bit. And surely this happens, but what many people don't understand, and many parents don't understand, is that essentially everything their student does is being tracked. From when they get to school, from how they're doing their classes, from where are they coming from, what bus are they taking, are they on free or reduced lunch, are they in after-school programs, how are they doing on their timetables. All these different items are tracked. And certainly, this could be good because it could be used to drive impact, but the issue is parents don't play a role in this process. And this is a microcosm of the issue with traditional data sharing governance. It's often limited and under-resourced. And this goes beyond just the school system in different counties. It can also mean when people are using their credit cards, when people are using social media, or any type of item where their data is being tracked and shared across organizations, counties, and states. And so what we at the Beeck Center want to do is we want to combat this issue. And what we did is over the past year and a half, we've worked on creating a framework and a guidebook. And this means we talked to experts in the field of data sharing government. We did research. We talked to more experts in the field of data sharing governance. We did lots of research. And we created this three-phase framework. And what it does is it combats these issues. So the first step is you build a collective. Tying it back to the school system, imagine that you're a county or a school that wants to create data sharing governance and say track data and test scores to improve math performance in your county. What you do is you then partner with other counties, other superintendents, other people interested in this. And once you have your organizations and people interested in this, then you define the operations of how you're going to track and share the data. And this is where you set up your ethical framework and your different steps that you're going to take. And most importantly, you focus on driving the impact. And this means not just using data for a short-sighted solution. It means using data for long-term iterative improvements across this. And how this combats traditional data sharing is instead of where it is short-sighted, now you have long-term solutions. Instead of having data sharing governance where your leader for data sharing is isolated and could move on to another topic, now you've built a collective and group of organizations that are interested in doing this not only for now, but for years to come and making iterative social impact. And so how did we do this? How did we ensure that our guidebook that we worked on for the past year and a half is going to drive impact and actually be utilized? Well, this past semester, we held a roundtable with different experts across the field, from local city, not managers, but local city CDOs, to people in the national level, to people working in the public sector, to people working in the private sector. And we held a fascinating 3-hour discussion on how we could best utilize this guidebook and the work that we'd done and how we could best apply it to social impact. And what a lot of the work that I did was applying and synthesizing this analysis that we received from these different experts. And this was really powerful for me because now, as we go forward and go through the semester, we're almost done with the guidebook and are very excited to send it to the publisher very soon and use it so that policymakers at the local level and through schools can now have an understanding of a framework, and they can now, as Narissa was talking, treat students and people as not just data points, but as people and understand the story behind them. And beyond this project, it also had, working at the Beeck Center, also had a very important impact on myself. So as I said, I was able to engage with different experts across the field, being connected across Data and Digital, from my own fellow, from Data and Digital lead Corey Zarek, and I was able to talk with different people about getting involved with data at the local level. And what I'm very excited about is even tomorrow I'm able to publish my blog on data and social impact and how students can get involved with this after they graduate, which is really important for me as a student who wanted to learn better opportunities to use this after they graduate. But most importantly, I got a better understanding of what it means to work with data and how we can best use data for social impact. Thank you very much. And now I'm very excited